Decided to change the gearbox oil on my 2010 CRZ. It has the 6-speed manual transmission. I went to Honda Cars to buy the oil. Here's a first to second pull in sports mode. Next stop, super cheap auto for an oil pump. Total cost for 2 litres of Honda NTF and an oil pump was $137. The oil pump makes things so much easier, and the little metal tab is a great addition. I required a 19mm socket to remove the front passenger side wheel, a 17mm socket with extensions to remove the filler bolt, and a few other tools to help make things easier. I used my jack bar to help break the nuts. Then I jacked up the car and used my impact wrench to take off the wheel nuts. These are EP3 Type R wheels with Hankook K125s, 205, 45, 17s. I had to remove this plastic cover to gain access to the drain and filler bolts. The cover consists of 2 types of screws. The plastic ones, you pry the middle part out to release the outer part, and the metal screws use tabs to secure to the covers. I placed my drain pan below the drain bolt. To remove the drain bolt, I used a ratchet and the bar from my jack for more leverage. Once the drain bolt's off, I inspected the oil for any metal shavings and its colour. I haven't changed the oil on this car before, so I had no idea about the state of it. When removing the filler bolt, I used a 17mm long socket with an angle adapter and some extensions. Next, I filled up the pump with the new oil and placed the hose into the gearbox. Having the right tools makes things easy. I pumped the oil into the gearbox until I could see some oil come out of the filler hole. I used about 1.7 litres of oil. Next, I began closing up the filler bolt. Make sure to use the correct torque settings. I used 32 Newton meters. Next, I replaced the plastic cover. I found it easiest to attach the clips in the wheel well first. When putting the wheel back on, I put the nuts on by hand a little first, then used my impact wrench to save time. I also tightened them in a star pattern. The torque settings for the wheel was 74 Newton meters from memory. I bought this car about 6 months ago. It's a good balance of daily driver and sportiness. The moonroof and supercharger are a great combo. See you next time.